Here we are, guys. We're back in the shop, and today we have this, I don't know what it is, but I tell you what, we found it on the ground. It was out in the wild, as is, so let's crack into it and see how much gold is inside. All right, here we are, as advertised. We found this guy outside on the ground. I don't know what it was for, what it was used for, what it should be used for, what its value is, but I hope by the end of this, you guys can answer those questions for me. So let's get down here and let's see what we got. I know everybody's seeing everything and there's so many activities and so much stuff to be had. Let's just start with the simple stuff. So you can see that there was some damage on that connector end right there. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it, but look inside there. That is some of the most impressive gold pins I have had come through the shop in quite a while. You can see a flip switch right there. Chances are it's going to have a little bit of gold in the contacts. They may even have a gold ball. Inside of there is going to be a female style pin, and those are going to have some gold inside of it. In fact, you can see right inside of there already. They're already showing gold, and we haven't even got that far into this board. It's just so much stuff. So we're going to try to run through it the best I can without skipping anything. So let's start with the IC chips. They're pretty easy, pretty simple. Most of you guys know what they are. If not, every one of these legs represents a gold bond wire that goes into a die in the center of this chip. You incinerate it, crush it up, you process it, and you have your gold from it. You have IC chips everywhere all over this board. You have board mounted IC chips here, and you have socketed mounted chips right here. These guys, you just wiggle your screwdriver underneath of there and they will pop off. However, I am not doing that to this board right now because I have been scrapping long enough to know that if I have something halfway decent, I should not start plucking at it. What else do we have? Well, you guys are going to see these ceramic disc capacitors. A lot of people say they don't have silver in them. For my money, I'm going to keep them because especially with this vintage and this amount of ceramic disc capacitors that I come across on a daily, there's no sense for me to not keep them because they come off the boards anyways. What else? We're just studded. The board is studded with these tantalum capacitors. Why are they tantalum? Well, they say C on the board. That stands for a capacitor, and the color and shape is telling me that they're going to be tantalum. A lot of backyard refiners will take the silver out of them, but with the temperature and the requirement of acids that is used to get to the tantalum, backyard refiners tend to stay away from it. If you're going to try to sell it and make money on your tantalum, I suggest you leave them as is in a recognizable package. You're also going to see these barbell resistors. These resistors will not have gold or silver in them for the most part, but hey, I have come across a few. They do exist, so do your research and figure it out, or if you don't know, crack the suckers open with a little pair of pliers, and that will tell you the honest truth regardless of who tells you what. I don't know what these long packages are here. I hope maybe they have some tantalum in them. I could be wrong, but if you guys could drop a comment and let me know, that would be great. If I try to sit here and run every number of every one of these chips, it's going to drive me nuts. But a lot of people, if you pay attention and you look on certain chips, you see that little Texas right there up at the corner right there. That stands for Texas Instruments, unless I am incorrect. But from what I've learned is if you pay attention and you find chips that look like that, you start knowing that they're probably going to have gold in them. So they start just becoming obvious. And you're also going to have all shapes and forms of silver crystal oscillators. That may even be plated in gold underneath of it. But once again, you just keep going, and there are more ceramic disc capacitors everywhere. These are diodes. I'm pretty sure they're diodes. I don't know. They're big and beefy. I haven't seen ones that size. If you guys have information on that, let me know. I know this is going to be a speaker right here, and a lot of times these speakers will actually have gold in them, especially on vintage and older boards. You'll see a 3-leg pack right here. I don't know exactly what's going to be in that. That's the only one on this board, and it may prove to have some gold inside of it. But we're going to come back to here. This is a different tantalum right here, and I don't want to bend it to break it, but that is going to be a tantalum teardrop. A lot of people call them little doopies and whatever else. I don't know if they have more tantalum than this by volume, but you guys will have to look that up on Google. I can Google it all I want, but I will never get the right answer for it. There's more silver crystal oscillators all over the place. This board is just all over the place and has so many activities that I'm trying to keep it straight. There's more gold pins right here. I have they're just everywhere. And these flip switches, they're important. Don't pass up these flip switches, guys. guys. Just be careful when you take them off the board. Every one of these switches represents a gold ball inside of there. The red ones especially, the blue ones have gold contacts, and I'm not sure what the black ones have, so if you guys have any information on that, that would be great. I just know if I crack these off and start mucking with them and wreck the board, I may be losing the gold balls everywhere, and I do not want to lose the gold. We don't lose any gold around here. We don't give up our gold for free. Although we get it for free, we don't give it up for free. And they are just stacked and stacked. I don't even know. I just don't even know, guys. There is stacks and stacks and stacks of IC chips. And everybody's going to say, well, they kind of look like Dallas chips. I highly doubt these are Dallas chips because of the vintage and the look, and they don't say Dallas, and they're Texas Instruments. So they're very thick IC chips. I know a lot of Dallas chips. You'll see them. They stand up really tall off the board, and they got copper spools inside of them. But these are not that. You're going to see some gold pins right down here as well. Yeah, there's a couple straggling behind, and that's okay. We're not going to miss anybody. And over here we have this fuse. All right, guys, I got a question for all my subscribers. These fuses, I find them quite a bit on old vintage stuff that I come into. And so what are they going to have in them? I can look them up, but I get a lot of answers, a lot of conflicting information on that. So if you guys could help me out with that, that would be great. So what else? Well, we still have silver oscillators everywhere, just everywhere. This board is just stacked with tantalum. It's stacked with gold. It has some silver on it. It has tons of potential for anybody who knows what this is. It doesn't actually look very bad at all. The back is empty, but everything looks pretty pristine other than that little dent on that connector. So I don't know what to say about that, but if somebody comes back and says, oh my God, you got one of the first computers created, we're sure going to be pretty bummed out. I tell you what, if you guys learned something here today, or you can teach me something, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. To all my subscribers, hey, we're almost at 700. We're opening up week 7, and we're at 700 subscribers. You guys are making this possible. We're moving, we're grooving. I'm losing my voice, but we're getting there. We're having a great time. So for everybody, have a great night. And for my wife, I love you. And for my kids, go wash your face.